Should a spiritual seeker be concerned about spiritual progress? And if so, how do we know that we are spiritually growing or going forward towards God, consciousness, or union with God? How to stay on the straight path going forward with full consciousness that the sadhaka is growing?
Kumari, by spiritual, I presume you mean metaphysical. And if it is metaphysical, it is not physical. So then how can you measure any progress? You can only understand your own feeling. And that will change from moment to moment. So why concern ourselves about progress in the metaphysical? Let's take some definable goals. There are certain goals in our spiritual practices, quote unquote, milestones. Did I memorize this mantra? Did I expand the length of my asana? Did I refine the pronunciation? Did I serve my guru with a pure soul, with a true longing to do the best I possibly could? Or did I just try to get the job out of the way as quickly as possible so I could go on to the next thing in my life? These will be demonstrable goals which you can measure. Why worry about measuring the metaphysical? How can you measure metaphysical? Feel your own attitude inside. Choose goals which are practical goals, and then you'll know that you're making progress. If you say, "Oh, I want to be so spiritual, I want my life to be guided by God's will," there's no way to verify that you got it or that you don't have it right now. These are all altruistic expressions, but they have no validity in the spiritual search. This isn't something we search for. We search for a definable goal. So now let's make a sankalpa, and let that sankalpa be definable. I, this character, Swami, promise not to move my knees until I recite this text. That is a definable goal. And now I have criteria by which I can understand, did I achieve the goal or not? And as I get deeper and deeper into my spiritual practices with definable goals, we'll feel the change that's coming over us. You won't have to measure because it's not measurable. How can you measure the limits of infinity? How can you measure an attitude? So choose definable goals that are advancing our objective, advancing us towards our objective of becoming good sadhus. And that would be sufficient.